Hi class, I wanted to check out a homework problem from 4.5. So this says to solve the logarithmic equation. So we're going to have to use some rules of logarithms to simplify this expression and solve. So the first thing I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh, on the left hand side, wouldn't it be nice if we had just one logarithm? And luckily we know how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is do this. This 2 I'm going to put as an exponent. Okay, I can do that. That's one of the rules that we have going backwards. So I get log base 5 of 3 minus x squared. And then I still have minus log base 5 of 5 equaling log base 5 of 45. Okay, so then on the left, I can do another step. Now there's a subtract between the two logarithms. So if I remember my rules, an expanded form with a subtract means I can do a condensed form with division. So I'm going to have one logarithm now. Okay, excellent. And one of the rules we have for logarithms is if we have two logs that are equal to each other and they have the same base, we can set these values here, this one and this one, equal to each other. So I'm going to have 3 minus x squared over 5 is equal to 45. Okay, so we got rid of the logarithms. Now we're looking at a quadratic equation that we need to solve. So I can multiply both sides by 5. Let me erase this really quick. Then I get 3 minus x squared is equal to 225. All right, let's just start looking more familiar as we move through this. So you could do some different steps from here. The steps that I am going to look at, I'm going to multiply this together and then bring everything to one side and solve. Okay? So when I multiply this together, I get, let me make sure I'm on a pen here, 9, because 3 times 3 gives me the 9, minus 6x, so 3 times negative x, and negative x times 3 gives me negative 6x. And then negative x times negative x gives me a positive x squared. Oh. Okay, next let's bring the 225 over to the left. So subtract 225, subtract 225. Okay, I'm going to continue this over here. So we get a negative 216 minus 6x plus x squared equal to 0. Okay, now we can solve this factor. We could do quadratic formula. We could do a lot of things. We could have used the square root property back here, but we're, trying some things out. So I'm going to rewrite this. just to make it in the format I'm used to seeing it. And then I'm going to go ahead and factor. So I need two things that get me 216 negative and negative 6. Okay, so 216. Well, playing around a little bit, I found it was 12 goes into this 18 times. And 18 and 12 are 6 apart. So I could say a negative 18 and a positive 12 is equal to 0. So this is leading me to the solutions. X is 18, or X is, I should say and or. X is negative 12. Now we got to check our answers. So let's use a different color for checking. Alright, so if I put 18 back into my original equation, I get 2 times, undo that. 2 log base 5 of 3 minus 18, minus log 5 of 5 equals log 5 of 45. All right, I said, why is that? Well, looking in this parenthesis, I'm trying to take the log of what's going to turn out to be a negative 15. And I can't do the log of a negative because it's not in the domain. Okay? So let's keep this going. Okay, so here we go. Does not work. So x does not equal 18. All right. Next, let me see if we can scroll this down a little bit. There we go. We're going to try negative 12. So this was x is 18. This is going to be x is negative 12. All right, so we're going to get 2 log base 5 of 3 minus negative 12. Oh, okay. That looks good. Minus log base 5 of 5 equals log base 5 of 45. So I'm running into there. All right, so it's going to be turning into a plus plus, so that's okay. We're going to get 2 log 5 of 15 minus log 5 of 5 equals log 5 of 45. Okay, so I don't see any domain issues. We could crank this out here, putting it together. Sorry, it looks like we're running out of room a little bit. Let's see if we can skip down here. So I could put this back together, right? I could do log base 5 of 15 squared minus log base 5 of 5 equals log base 5 of 45. Remember, we're just trying to show that negative 12 is the correct answer. So I plugged it in, and now I'm working it out. Okay? So now we can put these together into a division. Okay. And 225 divided by 5 is 45. So we're saying log base 5 of 45 is log base 5 of 45, meaning we have the right answer. Two things were equal, right? I could set these equal here. 45 is 45. Check. So our answer is x is equal to -12. All right, I hope this helped. Let's see.